All right, Cooking Doc here, and nobody loves a good pasta salad as much as I do, and that's the truth. The problem with a lot of pasta salads is they're not very healthy because they're full of pasta, obviously, but not a lot of healthy stuff to balance out that pasta, and they're drenched instead with a whole bunch of mayonnaise. So you have a combination of fat and carbohydrates that just are not the way you want to go if you want to change your buds and eat healthy. Our pasta salad today has pasta in it, obviously, but you have lots of choices these days when it comes to choosing pasta at the grocery store. And depending on what kind of flavor you want and how healthy you want your pasta salad to be, can really determine which kind of pasta you use. Some of them are cheaper than others, some of them have more fiber than others. I brought a few to just kind of show you what I'm using today and other choices. So you could use kind of a typical durum wheat flour. These are kind of long, kind of skinny noodles, but you could also use regular macaroni noodles. Those pastas that are made out of wheat tend to be high on the carbohydrate load and low on things like fiber. We've got this made out of corn and quinoa, which is a little bit of a different flavor and a little more expensive. This one doesn't have a whole lot of protein in it, but it has a little more fiber than your typical pasta will. We got a lot of gluten-freers out there. So there are a lot of gluten-free pasta brands. This is my favorite when I'm using it. This is made out of brown rice, and you can get it in a lot of different shapes. The brown rice pasta has a little bit of fiber in it, but really it's very high in carbohydrates as well, as most pastas are, but there's nothing intrinsically healthier about a gluten-free pasta than a non-gluten-free pasta as far as I'm concerned. This is my first time using this pasta, but I love it. It's called Banza. It's made out of chickpea flour. It's got 25 grams of protein per serving. It's got 13 grams of fiber per serving, and it really actually tastes very good. It's a little nuttier. And if you're looking for a pasta salad that has extra protein in it without adding extra protein, so we don't have to add chicken or we don't have to add extra beans, really it's all in the pasta. So check this one out. So I'm using the Banza chickpea pasta today. The key about pasta in a pasta salad, other than what I've already showed you, is that you make it al dente. So you don't want real mushy pasta in your pasta salad, otherwise it doesn't taste good. So we've got a box of that Banza chickpea flour pasta, and we're going to make our dressing. So 4 keys to a healthy pasta salad. Serving size. So no matter what kind of pasta salad you have, you want a smallish serving, okay, especially if you're eating it as a side. You want a high vegetable to pasta ratio. So we've got tons of vegetables here that we're throwing in that pasta. Number 3, you want a dressing that is healthy to hold the pasta salad together. We use an oil and vinegar based dressing with a lot of herbs to really freshen it up. It's better than dumping a glob of mayonnaise on top of there. Number 4, you want to make sure you have a pasta salad that tastes good, obviously. So you want it a little crunchy, you want it a little salty, you want it a little sour, you want it a little sweet, and you want all those flavors in one bite. Even a little bitter. We're adding red onion today to make it a little bitter. So if you have all those flavors in there together, that's how you make a good pasta salad. All right, we're going to start with our dressing. So we've got about a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, a teaspoon of oregano, a chopped clove of garlic. All right, we need a sprinkle of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt or so. You may need a little more at the end. And then our olive oil. So we got about 3/4 cup of olive oil we're going to drizzle in here while we mix. Now for all of our veggies. We got lots of colors, lots of flavors, lots of textures. We're just going to chop and dump them in our bowl. Start with a pint of grape tomatoes, sliced in half. We got celery. You want to have about a 1/2 cup of celery in there. We're going to chop it. All right, we're using 2 large carrots. Could also use 4 small carrots. Again, you want about a 1/2 cup. We're going to chop these up into smallish pieces. All right, we've got 1 yellow pepper. We're going to cut into cubes. Okay, we've got about 1/2 cup of broccoli. And this is blanched before I'm cutting it up. And so I boiled it for about 2 minutes, took it out of the boiling water and put it right in ice cold water. And that kind of keeps the color a nice green and also keeps it from cooking and getting real mushy when it's in your salad. All right, red onion. We're not going to use a lot of red onion because it'll overwhelm the flavor. But we're going to use enough to give it just a little kick. You want your red onion cut really small into a dice. That way it won't overwhelm a bite. So we've got about a half a cup of chopped flat leaf parsley, or whatever herb your heart desires. Let's put the finishing touch on our pasta salad. So we've got some fresh basil I just picked from my dad's garden. Put some slices in there. All right. Okay, now let's add our dressing to our salad. Make sure you mix it up before you add, and make sure you add in increments. So we'll add some in, maybe half, stir, get those pretty colors all together. Just a beautiful dish. Now, if you're not on a low sodium diet, sprinkle the top with salt. If you're looking for a healthier pasta salad that tastes just as good as the regular pasta salad, you've got to try this recipe. So many fresh veggies, so many herbs. We made flavor using vinegar and fresh herbs and dried herbs all mixed together. People will love this dish. You can even make it with this kind of pasta and it's a full meal. So change your buds. Don't use that mayonnaise to make your pasta salad. Use this vinaigrette. Mix it up. Use different vegetables. You will not be disappointed. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching The Cooking Doc. Healthy cooking made simple and delicious.